an awful lot of last night, a little bit more than we expected, in fact. 12 centimetres in Belfast, but as I say, there is more coming in now across that Northern Ireland. A nasty mix, actually, of rain, sleet and snow, which could make things really very slippy over the next couple of hours. Now, you can see the first area of cloud that brought the overnight snow to Scotland as well as Northern Ireland. This next batch is now coming in quite quickly from the west. It's a very active system as well. Some strong winds developing just ahead of it, but certainly some heavy rain, snow and, as I say, sleet that's been pushing in across Northern Ireland. But by 3 o'clock, that'll be moving into the southwest of Scotland. So here across the hills, certainly some drifting snow, I think a fair few centimetres piling up as well. But down at lower levels, it will be quite wet snow. Ahead of all that, well, it's been a relatively mild day across southern parts of England and Wales. Still fairly chilly through the Midlands and northern England, mind you. But we're going to keep those grey skies going for a little while yet. Now, as we start heading further west, you will begin to see that rain pushing in from the Irish Sea across the more western parts of England and Wales. And just ahead of that rain band, some very strong and gusty winds, gales likely through the Bristol Channel, up that western side of Wales later on this afternoon and into the early part of the evening. But by 3 o'clock, the worst of it is over as far as Northern Ireland is concerned, with that rain, the remnants of the sleet and the snow and the rain beginning to move away. But it will continue for a while across Scotland overnight, eventually by about midnight, I think, clearing away from the east coast. Some blustery winds, some heavy rain across England and Wales, 2 or 3 hours generally, before again that clears away through the latter part of the night. Skies then clearing in many places, a few blustery showers feeding in, but not a particularly cold night. In fact, with those temperatures around about 4 degrees in Belfast, there will be a gradual thaw of that lying snow. And temperatures elsewhere holding up around 5 or 6 degrees. What about the weekend? Well, brighter, I think, for most of us, but fairly breezy for much of the time, with those winds coming in from the west. It won't be quite as cold as it has been recently, but those winds bringing a fair number of showers to Northern Ireland, to Scotland, in across the north of England too, where, again, there'll be wintry just across the tops of the hills. Best of the sunshine, Wales, Midlands, southern parts of England, before this cloud thickens up and brings some patchy rain into the southwest later on. A much brighter day, though, for Northern Ireland, milder too, at around 6 or 7 degrees, as high as 10 degrees across southern parts of England. And for Sunday, well, rather more sunshine around, so not a bad day at all. The winds will be a little bit lighter, just the odd shower feeding into that northwest corner of Scotland, but it shouldn't feel too bad out there. Temperatures about where they should be, really, for this time of the year. So still some wintry weather to watch out for just over the next few hours across Northern Ireland and across Scotland. But by the time we get through tonight, that should all be gone. And the weekend, well, it could be worse.